can't remember the name of that thoroughfare that goes right up to the gate of the Presidio. It's a main thoroughfare. It might well be Presidio Drive, but I cannot remember. But that's the street that I took to do the east-west traveling. If I was leaving the post, I'd be going east and slightly downhill. Then I'd get to Filmore, and I would turn to my right or south, and oh my goodness, that Filmore, it goes up. So it wasn't the easiest walk in the world, but no real problem. And I was probably getting the easier part of the walk. The park that Donna found to take the kids, you know, got to get the kids out in the air. Couldn't have them cooped up in that flat all the time. Excuse me. To get to that park, she had to go up a block or two higher on Filmore, and one block of that was so steep that the sidewalk actually was a series of steps. That really blew her mind. It wasn't too easy to negotiate with a baby and a toddler, but they did negotiate it. I remember the beauty of walking out of the post. Yeah, it's pretty to walk to the post too, but when you're looking uphill, you don't see as much as when you're walking downhill, looking out across. You come out of there and look out, and on a clear day, you look out there to your left, and Alcatraz, you know, it's a big prison. It's quite a rock out there. Man, it looked like you could almost throw a baseball from the shore out there. Of course, it was further than that. In fact, it's not only further, there's some really fast-moving water through there. You'd see big boats out in that harbor. You'd see little fishing boats. You'd see barges pushing, what do you call it, tugboats pushing barges. Quite a sight. Very interesting to watch what was going on out there in the ocean. Well, the other side of that coin is that there was a lot of days, particularly in when certain weather conditions prevailed, very foggy. And you'd be walking, and you can't see Alcatraz. As big as Alcatraz was, you couldn't see Alcatraz, and you can't see, well, you can see some of the boats that are really close to the edge, but you can't see the big boys out there. And you'd hear, and then you'd hear an answer. I don't know exactly the theory on that, but apparently those big ships, when they're wanting you to know, hey, don't hit me, I'm here, those whistles, bells, that wasn't a bell, the whistle, that has a very low tone, must make it easier for them to locate each other. It's quite a thing to be walking and hear those boats out there talking to each other with the foghorns. So slightly uphill on the main drag going east and west, downhill when you're coming home, really uphill when you're going home and you're going up to Filmore to your flat, and really downhill when you came out in the morning. So you had a little up and a little down on the route, whether you were coming or going. Well, you know, it sure wasn't the Ritz, but oh boy, it was the Ritz in your heart. It was just great to have Donna there and our little guys. And you know what? It wasn't very long to where some others got permission to get their families out. Once you let the gate down, how are you going to say no to the next people's? So it wasn't too long that our friends Tom and Peg Wood were in a house, and they had their car, and they were a long way away from the post in terms of where we were. Life was sure better when you have your sweetheart and your kids where you can see them every night and every morning.